You got to be very, very careful of doing this. And especially if you're thinking about doing it, hopefully this video can kind of cut it off. Don't do this. Right off the bat, I'm not saying that you, if you've done it or thinking about doing it, or maybe you're doing it right now, you are not an idiot at all. In fact, I'd probably argue that you're quite normal. But that's the tricky part about the market, is what is normal and probably like 90% of life is not how it should be in the world of trading. And things that we are taught as kids, and then hopefully you still have as an adult, they don't translate well. They should not translate well into trading. Now, in some ways they do, but not in all ways. And I realize that's kind of a sketchy situation. That's kind of a shady comment on my part. Hence the tricky part about the markets. But as I go through this, and this was actually sent to me by a follower, but as I go through this, just see if you can maybe, there's two things. See if you can pick up on maybe what this person has maybe learned as a kid. And, like I said, I applaud this person. They seem to have a good mentality towards life with some of these things that they're saying, but you don't want those to go to trading. So keep an eye out for it. Like I said, there's two things that are good in probably like 90% of life, but in trading life, no, that's not what you want. Proof of never giving up. No matter how bad you drop, keep on buying. It's a perfect opportunity. I'm investing in Precipio. It was a company that was quite large. It crashed, but a lot of years later, the biggest healthcare insurance company bought it. And now it's coming up. They did a reverse split on me Monday, and I was mad. But now I know that if you stick with it, it pays off. Did you catch it? First off, right out of the gates, never give up. And that's a great attitude. 90% of life, never give up. Go for it. I mean, that's what I'm teaching my kids. That's what I was taught. That's what I mean. Hopefully you go through, your life and any situation that you come across. I really do hope you have the never give up attitude. And then the other thing, you just got to stick with it. And I realize that's kind of the same thing as never give up, but the whole attitude of just stick with it, stick with it. Those are so bad in trading. In trading, you want to give up. You need to give up. In some situations, you need to give up very, very quickly. You don't want to stick with it. If your strategy or rules say, then don't stick with it. Don't give up. Wave the white flag. There is no shame there. In trading, we call that risk management, risk control. And it sounds so counterproductive, counterintuitive to say, hey, you know what? You got to be really good at giving up if you want to have success in trading. Like I said, like even saying that, I have to think about it because that sounds so bizarre, but that's really what trading is. And too many times people take these attitudes and these kind of life lessons, we'll call them, translate them over to trading, and then they get absolutely wrecked because that's just not how it needs to be. In trading, you got to give up. You got to wave the white flag. And that's totally fine. I would never judge you. Well, I would judge you, but I would judge you in a kind of way. Because, I mean, that's what the name of the game is. But think about this. For this person here and what's actually going on. Because of this never give up attitude, you saw that line chart. The thing went all the way down here and then shot up. So to think that they were buying. And yeah, it worked out here because they never gave up. But there's going to be a situation where that happens again and they never give up. They stick with it. However, this part of the chart is never going to happen. In fact, it'll be one of these that just kind of drifts downwards. And if you've traded long enough and been in the markets, you've seen plenty of stocks that, there's just a drift, and then they reverse split. Actually, this person mentioned getting caught in a reverse split, but then they ended up getting bailed out by a crazy move to the upside. But that's not the normal. But here, this person, because they're new and really don't know what they don't know, they're sitting here. Their lesson walking away from this is, see, never give up. See, what do they say? It pays to stick with it. No, you just formed a massive bad habit for yourself. And unfortunately for this person, it's eventually gonna bite them because there is no such thing as a perfect trader or a perfect investor out there. Everybody is wrong. And that's why you need to be willing to acknowledge that and be ready and willing to give up at a moment's notice. So remember, just be very, very aware that 90% of the life lessons we're taught are great. But you don't want to weigh them too heavily in the world of trading because they will get your account crushed pretty bad. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.